It's a usual suspect king.
So I got with a sick tight click and went all out.
Wow, what up with it? What up with it? It's your boy Cadillac Red. Make sure you go subscribe to Supreme Beast Boxing Talk Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 4:15 Eastern Standard Time. We bullshitting on the Beltway, and you know you might catch a battle rap recap or a Crescent City convo out your boy. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, but don't talk to me spicy. Make sure you go subscribe to The War Report, The Eye Fella. You know he keep a live listening session, a weed review, or he might slide up on you with a wake and bake hot boxing topics. You already know what it is. And make sure you go subscribe to 503 Lion. You know we stay on the hunt. Early morning, midday, late night. Shit, even on the weekends you gonna catch a fight pray party. Shit, what content? Who got content? 503 got that content. Make sure you subscribe to the homie Jab Jamboree, Act Reacher, Sundays, 5 p.m. Night Court will be in session. And he'll pop up on you with a hot boxing topic or a battle rap preview. Trust in Judge Galvatron. He'll never steer you wrong. Make sure you go subscribe to Stay Ready Boxing TV. If he ain't giving you ringside views, he giving you ringside interviews. You already know if you can't find him, Google him. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. Make sure you go subscribe to Supreme Beast Boxing Talk with KG. You already know he's going to have sparring sessions and them interviews though on deck. It's only one underscore, but we still call him KG though.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger, your style, class, and luxury. Make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah, so get in style with the black, yeah. Company, to give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah. Black, gentleman, black, yeah. Company, give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah.
What up with it? What up with it? Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. This is interviews though. You know what I'm saying? I got my homie KG in the building, and we got yeah, man, we got family over here, man. This is you know what I'm saying? This one is a little bit, this is what you want, you know what I'm saying? What you be looking for from brothers helping brothers out, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the homie Tay, the Golden Warrior Jones.
Yes, Golden Warrior.
You know what I'm saying? Believe that, man. What's happening with it, man?
Man, not much, man. Just chilling, man. You know, just cooling, getting some rest finally.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that. You know what I'm saying? You've been buzzing all around everywhere, man. I know you've been getting pulled around everywhere.
Man, I didn't even think it was gonna be like that, but you know what I'm saying? I want more. That was cool, but I want something more freakish than that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's gonna come.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely come.
Okay, but look, we gonna get it there. Let's start from the beginning and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the people that know you but don't know all about you or whatnot. Right. Tell us, let me get a little bit of your story. What got you? Where you from? You know what I'm saying? What got you into boxing, and what gave you the love for the sport?
Well, you know, I'm born in Miami, but I'm raised in Atlanta. Atlanta's all I know. College Park to be exact, and you know, coming up. Everybody has, you know, the little downtimes coming up, things of that nature. As far as getting into boxing, man, my dad, he was a third-degree black belt martial artist, and he that's my stepdad, but at the same time, it's the only dad that I call dad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I said, he was a third-degree black belt martial artist. I started out doing karate, but that didn't go well. You know, I did it for like maybe like a year, 2 years. Got to like I think either green or blue belt, and but I got beat up by a girl in sparring, and she I think it was a roundhouse kick, got hit like the back of the heel, and I ain't take that too well. I was like, man, hell no, I ain't finna keep kicking me. So I pretty much like stopped. And he was just like, you know, what's going on? Because we had all the equipment at home, you know, everything. You know, it was just like, you know, stuff like that happened. I was like, man, I ain't fuck that. I ain't dealing with no kicking. And so as I was growing up, we used to go to some of his relatives' house and watch Roy Jones all the time. We used to watch the Mike Tyson fights. And then Evander Holyfield, I played with his older son, Evander. And then my dad and one of my younger brothers, my dad he coached Ewan Holyfield. So, you know, Holyfield was always around. We used to go to his mansion, you know what I'm saying, which was up the street from my house. And then like it was just like, okay, I see what Champ doing. I'm like, he ain't ain't that tall, he ain't that big. I'm like, okay. Then that's when I started noticing Roy. I'm like, okay, he probably this might more my speed right here. I like the flashiness. I was always enthused with his hand speed. I'm like, damn. I mean, he hit you like 6-7 times before you get one off. So I was enthused with that. And then at the same time, I would see Mike. I'm like, yo, Mike knocking everybody out. But one thing I noticed about Mike, when he got to the lead opponents, he wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? He was always getting beat. I was like, nah, I don't want to be like Mike. I like Roy. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, of course, I had stopped boxing for a minute. I think I had like 5 amateur fights till I was like 13, and I just completely stopped because I played football. So, but I played a lot of sports growing up, but football was like predominantly the best one. But if you ask me now, I should have either just continued still with boxing or should have just played baseball. Baseball, I was just like, I was Ken Griffey and Dion at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And then I was playing football, but you know, I had a name playing football. My oldest brother played football. He played in the NFL with 13, 14 years. And then on top of that, I was just like, man, I got to make something shape. So, of course, I went on to play college football. But during the time I was playing college football, I never really had that grandmotherly love. You know what I'm saying? And one of my good friends from the very first day we met in middle school, and his grandma just pretty much took me in. So I would, you know, go to his house, spend the night. She was taking us everywhere. Like, I mean, bro, we was in high school going to all the teen clubs. She's sitting outside in the car just waiting. You know what I'm saying? We can get in the fight on the inside. She coming in and scoop us up by the shirt, put us back in the car like, come on. You know, and she know we're going to get it in. But she had passed away my last year in college. And the only thing she had wanted me to do was graduate because I got kicked out of college twice. You know what I'm saying? And, she just wanted to see me do well when everybody, even in my own family, turned their back against me. Like, she was there, you know what I'm saying, telling me like it's gonna be okay, I know you can do it, or come clean up my house and give you some money. You know, it's just different things that I never really experienced from a grandmother for real. You know what I'm saying? She passed away, so during that time, I completely lost myself. You know what I'm saying? I was in my last year, and I was just telling myself like I can't get distracted. So. And a lot of people that I came to college with had graduated or either they just stopped going. So I was just like, damn, I ain't really got nobody to call, nobody to talk to. So man, it was just black for a long time. I ain't come home. I ain't come back to Atlanta for like 2 years. And man, to tell you the truth, man, I just found myself on the ground praying one day. And I was just like, man, football ain't working out. And just a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, man, life a mess. So I'm praying. And I fell asleep praying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I fell asleep praying and I woke up. And I don't know what made me do it, but I Googled boxing gym. I called down there, I said, you guys open? Said, yeah. And they kind of found out it was like maybe like a mile from where I stayed. So I ran to the gym, you know what I'm saying? And at this time, I'm every bit of like 205, 202, 200 pounds. So I get in there, start working out. And I ain't left since. That's pretty much how I got right back into it. You know what I'm saying? Besides my dad teaching me how to fight when I was younger on the martial arts side, and of course having amateur fights. I only had like 5 amateur fights at 13. Then once I finished playing college football, I might have had like another 4 to 6 more. So I don't have very many amateur fights. I don't have an extensive amateur background.
Okay. Now you touched on something, you know what I'm saying, that was real interesting to me. Give me one lesson that you learned growing up with your dad being a karate man. Because see, some kids don't have a dad.
Right.
Some people do have a dad. Some kids have a dad that's there. But the karate man as your dad is something totally fucking different. So give me one lesson from your dad being a karate man.
Placing my punches. And that's probably the most, like, you know, for like dad wise or just martial arts or just fighting wise, which one?
No, how do you want to spin it? You know what I'm saying? Life in general.
And life in general, you know, the most important thing I've learned from him, life in general, I would probably say mean what you say.
Mm.
Mean what you say, because it was a lot of times that I'll say things and I'll never do it. And then he always taught me to, if I start something, I got to finish it. The only thing I never finished was in life. The only thing I never finished was karate. And he told me, like, listen, if you're gonna start something, you're gonna finish it. So that was one life thing that I always do. I always got to finish it. So if I start something in the street with somebody, I got to finish it. You know what I'm saying? Or or if I want to start a business, like I just started a business, I ain't look back. I knew I always talked about doing a business or starting a business, but I'll start and I'm like, before I get too deep in, I'm gonna just let it go, because that ain't really what I want to do. Now that I got one that I really want to do, I'm all the way through the door with it. And even he called me like, this is what we're gonna do. And he called me today about something that he got lined up for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on the martial arts side, it was just like placing punches. Because in karate, I mean, 6 pounds of pressure to knock somebody out. You know what I'm saying? Before it's placing my punches, you ain't just necessarily got to hit somebody with an open shot. You can hit them on the shoulder. You can keep hitting them on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So placing my punches would probably be like one of the best things he done taught me for us, on the martial arts side and fighting side.
Okay. The martial arts side is still was teaching life, because you placing your punches there going properly in life too with businesses. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, like when I talk to guys, like, because I train guys, you know what I'm saying, so often when I do get the time.
Right.
I talk life, man. Like, so when they think I'm speaking boxing to them, I'm speaking straight up life to them. Right. I'm breaking it down to them, and then I apply it to the ring. So when they damn say, they're like, bro, I did this. I'm like, because it's all life, man. That's all this shit spins down to, is how you spin it in your head.
Right.
Yeah. How deep you want to get into this. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And that dedication, bro, that shit, a lot of people don't have it. They'll give up and go lie, you know what I'm saying, go lay in the fetal position in the ditch. Just give up.
And that's another thing. That would probably be the second thing, not giving up. You know what I'm saying? Because in martial arts as well as in boxing, like, you're going to go through adversity. You know what I'm saying? And that helps you to defeat the odds. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're dealing with that stuff, you can apply everything you learn from martial arts sides to life. So it's all about discipline too.
Okay. I got one more question for you, and then I'm gonna turn it over to KG, because it's about to dive into the boxing. Okay, so you went to the boxing gym, you went amateur. At what point did you know, I'm going pro with this, and they're gonna be in trouble?
Man, to tell you the truth, man, me and my guy Ryan Martin, we was in the mud, like, so we pretty much was sleeping out the boxing gym, right? And he would always tell me, like, I would spar with him. So I started gaining, like, even though I had started when I was younger, so I had to, like, pretty much relearn a lot of stuff. But by us being at the gym, we was always in the gym. Bro, do this, bro, do that. Even when the coach wouldn't even do the mix with me, he was just like, bro, we're going to get it down packed. So that way, when you did get on the mix with it, you can keep going. So you just do different things. Then I just started picking up different things. And of course, he was way ahead. He done already won national champions and golden gloves and things of that nature. So I'm learning from him. So as I kept going, I'm like, yo, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm really doing it. Then I started going places, sparring different people. Now, it probably didn't look the best, but I was getting the best of everybody else. And then when I moved back to Atlanta, I felt like I was already ahead of some people. Then I'm like, yo, I'm already up in age. I ain't finna keep fighting for free. This some bullshit. But I knew I had to learn a lot of stuff. And one of the way I did that was by sparring with everybody. No matter if there was, because like I said, I had already been sparring Ryan. He was 7-time national champion. So it wasn't too much. In my head, I'm thinking it's nothing too much that anybody can do to me. Broken noses, black eyes, deviated septum, you know what I'm saying? Everything. So I'm like, I already had injuries. So I was just like, you know what? I think I've been in the game long enough I can go pro. And so, shit, that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And I know damn well I had no business going pro, but I did.
Okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? What you got for him, KG?
Shit. Let's speak to your style. You know what I'm saying? Because I was telling Red before you came in, I was like, man, everything that I see Tay do is a boxing movement. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, they train and they learn to box, but they don't make consistent boxing movements. And it's almost like I was telling Red, I said it's almost like you a walking faint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I was watching, I was like, man, you know, guys can run 5 to 10 miles daily, but you see guys, those same guys are gas out in the first damn minute of the round until somebody calms their nerves or they calm their own nerves.
Right.
You seem like you keep guys tense. You know how to keep a guy tense. Right. Or they can't really ever settle themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not because of the punches that's thrown, it's just the boxing movement. You're taking slight steps. And you see these motherfuckers, they freeze. You know what I'm saying? They're constantly doing this.
Right.
So speak to your style and tell me about your style, man, and where it came from.
It's crazy because when I was in Tennessee, you know what I'm saying, one of the coaches, he seen like I came in with a Roy Jones Jr. style, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was ugly, and I just felt I could do anything Roy can do. And then once I quickly found out, boy, you can't do everything Roy do, boy. You know what I'm saying? and then you know, he started, you know, he didn't want to change my style because he liked the style, but it fell into what he was doing, and the speed style that he had. He had more of like a speed style, Ray Robinson type style. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the pass and everything real quick. Everything was real quick, and then I kind of got from it. I kind of got away from it because when I moved to Atlanta, I went with this one gym, and his style was more of Roy, looping shots and things of that nature too. But he was teaching me more of the technicality side. Well, I left from that gym and went to a gym that, you know, like a hard sparring gym. Like this gym right here, you hear that name, like, well, you know, when you go in there, you go in to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I went with him, and, you know, rest in peace to Coach Lopez. And they had me, you know, like working on things. Like I sparred Brian Norman Jr. for the first time when he was only 15 years old. And the guy can crack. Like, he punched like he's 178 pounds. And the only thing they wanted me to do was like throw jabs. So I'm throwing jab, boom, boom. I'm like, man, hell no, man. But then I'll get so mad, and he'd be like, no, all I want you to do is throw jabs. So same time I'm taking the beating, but I'm still learning at the same time. So it went from that part. Then his style is almost like a peekaboo, you know what I'm saying? But that really didn't mesh well with me because I'm an athlete, like I can move, you know what I'm saying? I haven't even really showed that just yet in the ring. Like I can move, like I got legs, you know what I'm saying? So I went to a former pro fighter, Alice Baba. I went with him, and when I went with him, it was more of a African type of style. Boom, you here, you there, boom, boom, get the combination off. So that went, you know, that had hit for a minute. So I'm just taking all different type of styles. Now I might have left these different individuals, but when I'm leaving these different individuals, they adding something to me. They always adding something to me. Then my last coach, who was Coach Mustafa, man, he's a technician. You know what I'm saying?
I saw that.
And his style he got an old school style. So when he introduced me to the old school style, the Hearns, the Frazier, just a little bit of what Ali would do, but definitely a lot of what Foreman would do. You know what I'm saying? Ken Norton would do. So when he started implementing that in, that gave me my own style. You know what I'm saying? Because I can do it all when it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? One fight I might be here, or I might be up on my feet, or I might be crouching down low, or I might be moving on my legs. I only had to fight on my legs one time, and that was like my very first fight. You know what I'm saying? And but it's just a mixture. If you ask me, it's just a mixture. It's a mixture because like I know what to do in each scenario. You know what I'm saying? Peekaboo, get up on my feet. You know what I'm saying? Beat somebody with speed and keep moving, twist and turn. Or I even had one person try to implement like the Lomachenko thing, but that ain't doing well with me because I ain't gonna keep doing that. That's too much for me. Mhm.
But that's solid work right there, because that's almost like a leg up versus the guys that stick with one trainer their whole life, and the trainer is constantly drilling one style.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in them taking that style and going home and making it your own hybrid. You know what I'm saying? But
Sure.
but once you're conditioned that long, you've had, you know what I'm saying, a chance to jump around. Like me, like I was in the Marines.
Mhm.
So, you know what I'm saying? I've trained them different martial arts like Okinawa Kempo, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature.
Right.
And before I had even heard the term mixed martial arts,
Mhm.
I was using that because I said I apply every damn thing that I grabbed everywhere.
Right.
So your style is pretty much, you can't even damn identify it. Just call it a hybrid. It's origined at Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it sounds like. A lot of damn coaches was trying to put that spin on it, and that was your own. You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Tay Jones said, "Shit, he a Jones, I'm a Jones. Fuck it."
that's, how,
You know what I'm saying?
that's how I was looking at it, though. Be honest with you. That's how
I know.
Yeah.
I already know. You know what I'm saying? Ray Jones had every nigga I know with the last name Jones going crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we was younger. Believe that. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
In the ring, what would you say is your go-to punch?
My go-to punch in the ring?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got so many of them, man. I got so many of them, you know. And that was really my first time in like no. That was really my first time in like 4 fights that I do the overhand right. But you let Coach Mustafa tell it. He been saw that. You know what I'm saying? Even when I first moved back home to Atlanta, like Coach Mustafa was supposed to be my guy from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And I was buckling guys with the overhand right years ago, like 6-7 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, damn. And this time, I'm like every bit of like 160, 165, 170, you know what I'm saying? But I was sparring guys like 180, 190. And I'm buckling them with overhand rights. And he's just like, yo, that's the shot. But he's been telling me to throw that for a long time. But me personally, man, I get a lot of guys, because nobody never seen me fight on the inside, but I get a lot of guys who say, bro, you need to throw the uppercut. Well, I had a fight, the guy who I fought before I fought in Dungo, I hit him with an uppercut. Shit, I almost knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? I buckled him. You know what I'm saying? He went staggering. You know what I'm saying? So I get a lot of people saying, bro, the uppercut your shot. And then I get some people say, bro, the overhand your shot. I also get people say, bro, that left foot crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. But me personally, I really don't know. But if I had to choose one right now, I'll say the overhand.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can see how you know what I'm saying, prepare for that bitch. Because I see you pull back, and I'm like not even just fight you just had. I was looking at a few of your other clips. Yeah, it was always there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I can tell you kind of lean to where you want to throw it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, like, here it come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know the secret at first. You know what I'm saying? Now he told me the secret.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
To take movements when I seen him fight, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. But now he didn't broke it down to me. Tay move how he moving in them fights because he know ain't no kick coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He got kicked. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Oh, this nigga can't use his legs? Oh, yeah, it's a wrap.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I believe that a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? I know how to let somebody feel like they're getting off to a point, and I'm like, boom, I got you. I know where to stop you. I know how to stop you in your tracks. And then, like I said, the guy who I fought before I fought in Dungo, he can move. Like he never did stay stationary. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker just gonna keep moving. Say, okay, bet. So I started letting him come to me, and every time he came in, then I would catch him. And then once I see that he was slowing down on his feet, then I started going towards him. And because I got a chance to let him get close, and I was counting with body shots, and I was coming, lead right hands and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a strategy. So I know how to. You can pretty much call like ring generalship. I can strategize to get you closer if I can't you.
Okay.
Look, check this out. You see, as a growing epidemic in boxing, guys don't know how to cut off the ring.
Right.
Was that a foundation also, you know what I'm saying, in all the gyms you went to, they teach you to cut the ring off, or was that something you saw that you like, no, I gotta figure out how to cut these angles myself?
No, I mean,
You see guys chase guys all fight.
like I one. It was let's see, I want to say like 3 years ago. One of the guys I fought, he just kept moving the whole time, but they was wanting me to cut off the ring. I'm like, yo, I'm already up on the scorecard, so I'm gonna let him keep running so he can run into something. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was letting him move, but for instance, he started moving and moving and moving. But when he went to the left, I just knew exactly when to throw the left hook. Like I had to wait till his back get against those ropes. When his back against those ropes, ain't too much further you can go. You either go left or right. You got to pick your poison. And I knew he was gonna go left, so I hooked him. You know what I'm saying? So I just be, man, a lot of times it be traps. You know what I'm saying? That's what it be for me. Now I have been in gyms where they were saying cut off the ring or pressure him and things of that nature. But a lot of that stuff, one thing that I profound stick to is making somebody uncomfortable, especially when they're on the run. Make them uncomfortable, because when they're uncomfortable and they're on the run, they're much more susceptible to run into something. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about your last fight. Like I said, you got the internet going wild. Let me. I know you seen the show. You know what I'm saying? We be bullshitting on the Beltway. You know how we get down. So let's go there real quick, KG. Let's jump out the gym. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Beltway real quick. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we saw.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you what I seen in the fight, and then you could go ahead and break down everything that happened in the fight. Now, this fight was supposed to be on a Thursday night. I thought it was on a Thursday night.
Yeah, it was.
But you was on some Friday shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and then you tell me what you got on the fight.
You got knocked the fuck out. Goddamn, white boy.
Thank God I had my ice cream fucking down with your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and break down the last fight, you know what I'm saying? And tell me what happened.
Well, from the clip or the whole thing?
No, the whole thing. Give me the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, coming out, man, Mustafa say, I always had this aggression. In my last fight, before this fight, he say, I like how you came out. That's the first time I seen an aggression in a long time. And like I said, Mustafa's supposed to be with me from the beginning, so he know me. And he was like, man, you always on somebody's ass, but I ain't seen that lately. And then he recently just started seeing and sparring with different guys. And he was like, okay, but he wasn't gonna say nothing. So when he seen that fight, he was like, but I want you to come faster. So from the bell on this fight, from the time the bell rung, I sprinted to the middle of the ring. I ain't even want dude to get off anything. Even though people might say, oh, his record, this and that, but what they're not gonna tell you is, bro got a steel jaw. I had dropped him like 3-4 times prior to that fight, to that last knockdown. You know what I'm saying? But he kept getting back up. Like he and he's a puncher. Both of my shoulders still sore because he can punch. He definitely can punch. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that. And what he liked to do when he first come out, he liked to go like touch gloves, but I wasn't gonna touch his glove. He liked to come out, boom, and as soon as you put your hand up, he liked to start throwing punches. So I was like, oh no, I know better than that. So I came out. The first thing I did was jab to the body. I wanted to establish that. You know what I'm saying? Delivering, like I said on my caption, delivering bricks to the Brinks truck. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was doing. And I noticed he kept pulling every time I would throw the straight right hand, he would pull. I said, oh, okay. But one time he pulled him through the hook and I rolled up under it because I knew it was coming because he's a hooker. So I started placing the jab on his chest. Boom, started to put him on his chest. So he started smiling at me because I knew he was going to hook. He started smiling. So every time he would pull, I'll come back and just go right back down to the body. You know what I'm saying? Put the brick in the bread basket. So the second round, well, I dropped him the first round because he knew, I don't know how he knew, but he knew I was going to throw the right hand at some point. but I set him up with it. I had fainted him, then I threw it. Then you know what I'm saying, he dropped to a knee. And that was the first round. So second round came, my coach, both of my coaches in the corner, like, bro, throw the hook. The hook is there. Well, I was gonna listen regardless. I went back out there. I'm like, maybe they see some I don't see. So I was throwing a hook, and he started pulling on it. I said, damn, he pulling on everything. So I threw the hook again. This time he threw a hook. It had caught me like on the side of my shoulder, like, well, it was really like the top of my shoulder, the side of my neck. I was like, okay, I see what he's doing. But I was already here trying to roll up under it. So he had caught me. I said, oh, okay, cool. So I threw a hook again just to see what he's gonna do. But I just slightly just touched his hand, you know what I'm saying? This time I went for the come with some force. So boom, I threw the 3 and I threw the 2 because I knew he was gonna pull. So when he pulled, his mouthpiece went flying to the second row. Out the
nosebleed section.
No, second row, no, not in the nosebleed. So his mouthpiece went flying to like the second row or the off the stage because we fought on top of the stage.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that part. You know what I'm saying?
So then, you know, of course, it was taking him a minute to put it in. I'm thinking like, man, y'all taking the time away from me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The referee put it in his mouth, but then he was like, it needs some water. So I like it was something crazy. So I got mad again. So I threw it, and he said something to me. I don't know what it was. And then he started smiling. I said, smile again. I don't know if you probably got to see the whole thing, but I said, smile again. He smiled. As soon as he smiled, boom, hit him in the mouth again. This time he dropped to a knee, but he bounced up so quick off the knee. I hit him again. Then the referee said, that was dirty. You can't do that. But I'm thinking to myself, like, wait a minute. You ain't step in. You know what I'm saying? Almost like the Roy Jones thing. You ain't step in. You ain't say nothing. So shit, he could have got up off the knee and hit me, which wasn't gonna happen. So I hit him. So the referee was like, that was dirty. So when we got back to the corner, I was telling the coach, I was mad, but Mustafa was just like, calm down, it's gonna come. Like, just calm down. And like, Bubba, we gotta go to the 3. We gotta keep the 3. He said, if you don't throw the 3, throw the 4 to the body. And I'm like, man, why you want me to throw the 4 to the body? Because he keep pulling. So I wasn't throwing the 4 at first in the middle of beginning of the 3rd round. He said somehow I was trying to engage the guy to come to me. So he started coming towards me. He was throwing 1, 2. He had got me on the rope. I was like, okay, I got back in the middle and I started jabbing him again. So then I heard Mustafa say, throw the 4 to the body. I said, whatever, fuck it. Boom, threw it to the body. And that shot lit them up like, ooh. You know, and I was just like, okay. So me personally, he said, now go back with the 3 and then come back with the 4. I'm hearing him. But at the same time, he hearing my corner say, throw the 3. He hearing that. So I would do like that. He started smiling. I said, okay, this bitch gonna keep smiling. So I do the 3 too. And again, his mouthpiece came out. And I don't know if you've seen the other clip, but right before the last knockdown came, his mouthpiece came out, so they put it back in his mouth. But during that time, they told me to go to the neutral corner. So I was so mad, I walked to another corner just to see what the ref was gonna say. So the ref didn't say nothing, so I was in the other corner. So my whole time I'm looking at him, and I was setting him up because I'm like, okay, he on the rope. If we're in the same corner, he can't go back to that corner. He got to come towards me. So when he came towards me, I didn't let him come towards me. I came back to the middle of the ring. So it gave me every opportunity that I wanted. I knew his back was on the rope. Mm-hmm. So when his back was on the rope, I said, oh, this motherfucker can't go nowhere. So he was off the ropes just a little bit. So I jabbed to the midsection. Then his back was on the rope. Let him come off a little bit. So I fainted down. I actually touched him to the body, but I meant to feint him. But I fainted him, came over the top. Shit, it was over with. I knew he wasn't getting up.
See?
Murder, she wrote.
See? Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to this mouthpiece situation. You know what I'm saying? I know an old lady, you know what I'm saying? I do bingo from here to there on the weeknights and shit. And it's an old lady that do boxing.
Right.
And she said she was going to Atlanta because her daughter's in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And she was going to your fight. So I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say that's the homie. I'm like, yo, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I see her Monday. You know what I'm saying? I see her Monday and shit at the joint. I'm like, how did the fight go and shit? I knew but I want to see the excitement. I like seeing the excitement in other people's face when they tell me what
Right.
happened. So I'm like, how it went? She said, that damn Tay Jones. I said, what you mean? She said, I had ate some food. I had limped down to clean my dentures in the water. The fucking mouthpiece flew in my water. I grabbed the mouthpiece, put the nigga shit in my mouth. Get this shit out. I said, damn it, this shit.
You real, bro? You for real, bro?
This nigga Tay Jones knocking niggas mouthpiece. This ain't baseball. I know you say you like baseball. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm bullshit with you.
Hey, man, you letting them manipulate you, bro. You letting them manipulate you, man. You let them manipulate you, man.
Yeah, but shit, that's you, man. That's still you.
Yeah.
I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Miss Shirley say that. I believe her over you, Tay. I see you motherfucking baseball knock this thing like, hold on, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Point to the upper stands and shit.
Hey, letting Red manipulate them.
Yeah,
don't let them manipulate you, man. You know what side you on.
That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. Like, but it was like, but it's crazy because Deontay always had told me, he said, bro, the knockout gonna come. Just be patient. He said, and the crazy part about it is you gonna know when it's come because when you hit him, you gonna know. When I hit him, bro, you just see me look at him, fall, walked off. I already knew it was over with, bro. I knew that.
Yeah, I seen it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, so you brought up the champ, you know what I'm saying? Let me ask you. I know you have great dealings with the champ.
Right.
What's your role in the camp, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the champ and everything that you play?
Man, me personally, man, like I say, I'm just there, you know what I'm saying? I just look at, different things that going on that he need to be aware of, you know what I'm saying? People tell me different things and I tell them. Like I told him before, I said, bro, you probably get tired of me telling you different shit, but like I tell you, I ain't gonna never, keep nothing away from you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like fight week or whatever, make sure certain things in place for us, like walking the women to their seat, making sure everybody who with us got in properly, helping Chris out. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, Chris, he got a lot on his plate. Not only is he the bodyguard for Deontay, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of his life, but he also his assistant as well. So I try to take some of the pressure off people. I help Jay out, help Malik out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Just help people out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything going well. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we ain't got no fans and making sure fans ain't running up on Deontay and things of that nature. So I ain't got no title and anything like that. So I'm just there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. KG, you got something? For Tay about him being in the camp, things he see, things he don't see.
What you just said. What don't you see? You know what I'm saying? That you feel should be in the gym. Because I was, you know what I'm saying, Red knows me, you know what I'm saying, how I, you know what I'm saying, watch boxing or whatever. And you know the champ better than pretty much anybody we're gonna talk to. You know what I'm saying? At one point I felt like he got away from boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were saying it was due to the camp and everything like that. And I was like, sometimes I said when you get to a certain point and a certain formula is working, I guess a lot of people turn to yes men. You know what I'm saying? So I guess then with Malik coming in and shaking it up, Malik's not allowing certain things. You know what I'm saying? So tell me about the difference from then and now.
Then like I say, when people use the words yes man, I be actually looking like who the fuck they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, hell, just because Deontay can knock anybody out, shit, we be going toe to toe arguing with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Joy is, him and Joy argue all the time. Him and Chris have words. You know what I'm saying? It was one time me and D, we was out somewhere. I said something to D. You telling me, bro, like, man, you don't need that shit, man. It is what it is. He said what he said. I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? We go back and forth. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? When people say that, because I've never seen it. Like I could say, well, yeah, I seen that from such and such before, man. But you know, that not. But I've never seen that because they all men. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the thing that Deontay respect the most. Be like, bro, you don't need to do that shit. Man, I'm a grown ass man. So what, nigga? Who cares? You don't need to do it. It is what it is. Long as I said my piece, he said his piece. That's all that. He can take it with a grain of salt or not. You know what I'm saying? But I said what I said. He said what he said. And that's with everybody. But what I see now, well, back then, you know, some of the camps I wouldn't make it to, but I would definitely go down for like maybe a day or two, because you know that's when I was working real heavy. Well, yeah, I'm still working real heavy, but you know now I got more leeway and more time to do different things. But going down there, you know, I will always see the same thing, you know, with for the former trainers. You know, like D told me one day, he told me, he was like, bro, you know what? I always said I was gonna come in who I left, or leave out the game who I came in with. You know, he personally told me, like, bro, like honestly, man, I already outgrew them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what his majority is. I think it's he outgrew them. He needs something more. You know, he needs more. And by Malik having the old school training behind him, the fundamental implementation that's always profound to what he's doing, you know, it's the same foundation that he's given Deontay. But the only difference is, it's not that he's teaching Deontay anything new. He's pretty much teaching Deontay what he know how to do, but he's doing it more repetitions to it. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of repetitions to what he's doing now. You know what I'm saying? And Deontay, you know, of course, he's more receptive. You know what I'm saying? More receptive than before. But it was only so much that a person who can teach. But not only that, Malik is also in the heavyweight division. So they really relate to each other outside of the brotherhood, because they understand that this is the heavyweight division. It's not the welterweight. It's not the super middleweight or anything. So, you know, that's pretty much the big difference, you know. Even from when because Jay started him off, you know, Jay has had, you know, fighters back in the days as well. You know what I'm saying? I actually fought one of his fighters in the amateurs. But it's only so much that a person can teach, and it's only so much that a person can give if they don't know it all. Why not bring somebody in? Why not bring somebody who on that same level? Or why not bring in a former fighter who can give you more intel? Why not bring somebody who got more enriched background than you do? So, and then all of that, he's learning from, you know, Malik has learned from some of the greats. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference, man. It's more intel, more of reasoning why we're doing this, or why we're gonna do this. See, when this happened, this is what's supposed to happen. Like even in our film study, the breakdown sessions, like it's like literally Malik is playing the video, but he's talking over the video, circling, dotting things out, and I'm like, damn, I actually get a chance to like listen, like, okay, I see, and I go back and look at the video without his words, and I'm able to go back and say, well, this is what I see. And he'd be like, right, so now this is what needs to happen. Just, man, like everybody just being, well, you know, D being receptive was being told and taught. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Eddie House. House has had numerous champions. He also got Caleb Plant right now. And there's some things that I did in my last fight that I learned from Eddie and Malik. You know what I'm saying? For his investing, setting things up. You know what I'm saying? When person do this, what does it really mean when a person does that? You know what I mean? So just, man, it's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely phenomenal to see the different in the counts back then and the counts now. It's definitely a big difference.
I would love to sit into some, be able to sit into some inside of some of those classes, man. Just to pick up some of that too,
like,
man.
like I said, it's crazy because I actually have the like videos where one coach get to talking, I'm recording. I don't post it. I don't post it nothing like that. But I just go back and look at them.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll go back and look at them.
Nah, that's real shit right there though. That's real shit. let me ask you. You know what I'm saying? You've been in those camps with the champ, in a championship camp, and you box. What things have you picked up from being in those camps?
Things man, it's so much that I can say about that, man. Like I said, my dad already had taught me how to place punches, but everything ain't gotta be thrown hard. You setting things up, you know. You throwing like I call them wish punches, like wishful thinking punches. You know what I'm saying? Just give you that, just see what you're gonna do, how you gonna react to it, or being always on guard. You know what I mean? We got this little thing that we do when we say on guard. It means something. You know what I mean? Man, it's just so much for us moving, different type of rollings. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a new way to roll. And like I say, you got not just Eddie House and Malik, but also, you know, you got different world champions who has been coming into the gym. You know what I'm saying? And their coaches with them. And they saying this and they're saying that. I'm like, damn. So my style really starting to recreate itself, you know what I'm saying? Or these styles starting to really create itself with different coaches. Been like, okay, this one coach might be like, I like that. Let's not change that. Let's add this to it. Or this person might come from that. Well, don't add that. Just add that when you feel like you're in this situation. And just like learning how to put this tool here. It's almost like playing like you're drawing. It's like I want this here, but I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna wait till I draw this, then I'm gonna come back and draw that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like drawing an illusion. That's what I call it, drawing an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's I can't really describe it because it's so different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I understand what you're saying though. I understand though. You know
it sounds
when you get on that same wavelength, you know what I'm saying, and then everybody, you know what I'm saying, everybody got that same focus, but it's different focuses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand, you know what I'm saying, all the way, for sure. KG, you got something for him?
See now, Red, you know when we go to these events and shit and everybody say you're famboozled, this is the shit that famboozles me. These kind of talks, so I ain't got shit. Right. I ain't got shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just soaking it up, man, and kind of hating at the same time that I'm not sitting in these rooms able to soak up some of this good game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So, do you? I know you just came off a fight. Do you have what's the future looking like?
You know, we gonna see, man. You know, I actually had said that was gonna be my last fight. But I don't know. I still gotta talk to God. God just showed me a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
That itch.
So we'll see, man. But you know, if I was to fight, shit, I'll probably be fighting next month.
Okay.
And keep the ball rolling. Now it's all about staying busy. Like I had injuries, you know what I'm saying? I actually got one now. I had one coming into the fight, you know what I'm saying? So it's really just injuries, but I am getting older. I do realize that, you know what I'm saying? And but you know, sometimes it's not about how you train, it's what you're doing in training. So just taking everything into consideration, you know, but a lot of people feel like I still got a lot left. I ain't took no punishment or nothing like that. So we'll see.
Bro, it's some boxing movements, man. I'm telling you, because you freezing, but the younger guys, they're not picking that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So your patience alone, you already got the old man patience, not being an old man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit there alone, that shit freezes motherfuckers. Like I said, your shoulders get tense.
Right.
Just there.
It's crazy you say that because I freeze a lot of people because looking at film, you be like, damn, I didn't know you was that fast. You know what I'm saying? Because in the ring is a different speed for everybody. But I'm definitely faster than what I appear. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of time that freezes people. Then on top of that, I can punch too. You know what I'm saying? So in certain movements, like sometimes I'm not always gonna load up on the punch, or sometimes it might just be a quick 1, 2, 3, just see what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get what you're saying.
You fight like how Tip used to rap.
There you go with that shit. Don't look. We not even gonna do that. We not even gonna do that. Look, he's stupid. All right, Tay, look. Let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to you about this. Because you do a lot of things that boxers don't do. I see that you got a grasp of this internet thing. You know what I'm saying? You do. Is it a daily show or whenever you feel like it?
Sometimes it's really lately it's been whenever I feel like it.
Okay.
That's only because I had the fight coming up and I knew I had to train, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I just be like, man, fuck it, I ain't getting on today.
Mhm.
I just let everybody else talk, you know what I'm saying? I be having that.
I've had a couple people like pull me to the side and say, yo, you listen to Tay Jones live? I said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's the fam. Of course I do. He was like, yo, I caught his shit. Yo, he really be having some boxing knowledge about like behind the scenes knowledge, in the ring, in the corner, from the fucking fans' perspective. Like, yo, he be having a grasp on all that shit, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you for that. But yeah, go ahead. What made you want to get into that? We'll break that down. Break all that down for me.
I mean, first of all, like how can I say it? A lot of people like boxing, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have different opinions, and in everybody's opinion, you know, one thing about opinion is just opinion. It don't matter, right? So I was just like, well, why not? Why, you know what I'm saying? And then on some of the things, I see people going back and forth in the chat, and I just think that's like, I call that weird mentality. I'm not gonna go back and forth when I know I can start my own show. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? People rather argue with somebody else in the chat instead of creating their own show to get their thoughts out. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Nah, that's weird. That's weird as shit. You know what I'm saying? If I root for a certain fighter, I'm gonna go talk about that certain fight on my page. I ain't gonna be disrespectful to the next person. Bomb this, bomb that, or he PEDs that. You know what I'm saying? No, I can go talk about that on my own show. You know what I'm saying? Where people who feel like they on the same page with me can come say the same thing instead of, you know what I'm saying, causing havoc in somebody else's show. You know what I'm saying? So that was one reason. But then again, I love boxing. I know it's gonna come to an end soon for me, especially my age. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come to an end soon. Why not do that when I know I can continue? And I know some of the fighters just from being around D or being around Ellie or some of those other guys. Like, I know some of the guys personally, so it's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? And I want to be able to talk about up and coming fighters, and I also want to be talk about contenders, because I don't think they get enough shine. And then if you look at the course of the whole over the last year, almost 2 years, even though we had a pandemic, it's still some fights that could have been made within that pandemic that wasn't being made. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, why keep talking about the same guys all the time when we can go talk about the other guys? Let's talk about the other guys. Just like everybody started talking about Andy Ruiz, a lot of people wasn't talking about Andy Ruiz first. And what's crazy about that is when Big Baby Miller got popped, the first time I ain't gonna say the first time, but the second time I seen Andy Ruiz fight, it's like a week before. It was a week or two before I fought, and then of course Big Baby had popped dirty. Andy Ruiz just came off a victory fighting 6'7" Russian. So when they called him to fight Joshua, I said, "Oh shit, he might beat goddamn Joshua." And that's coming not just saying that I knew it was gonna happen. I seen him fight the Russian. So I'm like, wait a minute. So I started sitting back thinking in my head, well, if I was able to see that and how good of a fight it came out to be, well, let me start looking at some of these other guys who on the way up, whether they pro debut, whether they 10-0, 12-0, 13-0, whether they got 20 fights and just haven't had an opportunity. I want to be the person to say, okay, well, look, this man fell out, put him in there. I bet you he'd give him a run for his money. I want the fans to be able to say, well, we got somebody for him. I want to be able to, all the fans be like, well, we're going to push him to fight him then. Just like Dillian White. They wanted to bring Dillian White over here to the U.S. to fight somebody. But he wasn't the guy they wanted him to fight. He wasn't even in the top 15, top 20 the top 15, top 20 of the heavyweight division. Well, I got Big Shot Shaw right here, ready to go. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna put him. See what you're gonna do now. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here to America trying to, you know what I'm saying, get you a win. No, you already fought for belts. Come prove yourself in America. You're gonna prove it by fighting Big Shot Shaw. See what I'm saying? So that's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to say, well, here now we ain't going for that bullshit. You're gonna have to fight somebody. Well, who y'all got? Oh, we got this person, we got that person. Who else you want? That's what I want to do.
He ain't got an easy time coming up with Ottawa Lean though.
That's what I you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That ain't in America though.
It ain't in America though.
Yeah. Right. And that's my point.
They don't count.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. Yeah.
They don't count. That do not count. You know what I'm saying? So, but
he's a foreigner anyway, though, right?
Huh?
He a foreigner anyway, right?
He fight out in New York.
That's what I was telling, because people saying like, yo, he be having good, he got a good American buzz. Dillian White to take his American buzz. Like, no, that nigga's a foreigner. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Nope. Yeah, though, but we'll go ahead and get out of here on that note. You know what I'm saying? You want to tell the people how they can follow you?
Oh yeah, they can follow me on Twitter at I think it's _ Tay Jones _ on Twitter. And then of course, you know, I got my show like I said earlier. That's Pac-Man ATL. Yeah, Pac-Man ATL _ Tay, the Tay Jones show. On YouTube. And yeah, that's about it. I don't really be on my Instagram like that. I only used it this past weekend because my coach told me to. You know what I'm saying?
See how things work? I mean, I was gonna find a way though. I was gonna send a kite one way.
For sure. So
it was inevitable. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna send that kite to you. KG, you got something?
Shit. Big huge thank you, you know what I'm saying, for pulling up on us, man. Wish you the best, you know what I'm saying, in your future endeavors. I wish you would, you know what I'm saying, give me the honor of seeing you back in the ring one more time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Might, man.
You know what I'm saying, God willing, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a mixtape or it's a fight or whatever you got going on, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know you got Supreme Beast Boxing Talks there gonna support. You know what I'm saying?
So, man, because I really want to fight Isaac Lowe.
Okay.
I really want to fight. I want to fuck him up.
God damn.
Okay. Well, shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here hiding it.
You know, most people gonna say, well, you ain't got enough fights. But then if you can say I don't have enough fights, then why people open their mouth? Well, you fighting Bobs. It shouldn't matter. Well, I'm fighting Bobs because I don't have a lot of fights. But what they're not gonna say is I don't even have a lot of amateur fights as well. So it don't at this point. It really don't matter who I'm fighting because I'm really beating people off athleticism, good or bad. And I almost knocked Ndungo out. Where they'll say, "Oh, you got knocked out by Ndungo." No, I didn't get knocked out. I got stopped because I was on my feet, and I was very well aware of what was going on. So you take all that into consideration. You go look at Isaac Lowe. Yeah, he fight at 130. So what? I can make 130. The right amount of money, I'll come down to 130 and I'll beat your ass across this ring. And then on top of that, Isaac Lowe just fought somebody with 7 fights in his last fight. So that ain't no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't got enough fights with this, and third. You just fought somebody your last fight that only got 7 or 8 fights. So what? I got 8, 9 fights now. So I don't have a lot of amateur background. And then on top of that, I can come down in your weight. So it ain't no excuse. Let's go and get it popping. You talking that big shit at the press conference. Let's get it popping.
Yeah, I'm definitely with that. And I think that as far as the Ndungo fight, I know it was a lot of injuries going into that. You your Golden Warrior shit.
Oh yeah.
So we already know how that go. But as far as people saying that you fighting bums, I'm looking at the situation like this, man. If I fight a bum and I knock him the fuck out, that's what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What do you want from me? You put the nigga in the ring. You put the nigga. It didn't go to decision. It was a tough fight. That's when it got something.
But then again, you look at all the guys that's at the top right now. You go look at their first 10 fights. What you see? So why discriminate against me?
Yeah.
But see, the difference between a lot of those guys, besides the exception with Canelo and Deontay, they both didn't have a lot of amateur fights. But they had more than me, bro. I only had 5 before I was 13, and another 5 or 6, another 4 to 6 after I finished playing college football. So altogether, that's what, 10 to 12. All these other motherfuckers, bro, they got 40, 50, 120, 130. 2-time former world champions, national golden gloves. They got fucking national champions, silver gloves. They got all these accolades. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna say, "Oh, Tay ain't he fighting bombs or he doing this." We'll talk about what I don't have to make me fight them.
Yeah, man.
See, Red got this thing that he says, the way it's a formula for you to get fights. He says,
yeah.
So you do videos, so you are ahead of the game. What you need to be doing when you do your videos and be giving out this good game, you need to have a big tub of fucking ice cream.
Yeah,
just eating that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Don't post no damn sparring clips, no damn workouts. You need to be showing you at the club.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't even go to the club, bro.
Hey, no, you got to do that. Niggas like, man, take on some bullshit, man.
I got some new shit for you, K. You know what I'm saying? 503. It's the new shit. We gonna get you a 5-gallon joint of some grape juice. You gonna have wine sessions with Tay. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be sipping wine. You know what I'm saying? Every time you take a sip though, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's grape juice, you gotta be like, damn, look at the cup. Or you gotta be like, you gotta do one of the two. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get you a fight. Oh, this nigga drunk.
He bullshitting. He got damn drunk.
Right. Yeah. I do it too. I definitely do. I definitely will. Yeah. It's just crazy, man. Like I said, I be looking at the comments. The comments don't hurt me. I just be laughing. You celebrating a bum, but he a bum, but that some bitch got up 3 fucking times too.
You fight him.
You fight him.
Exactly.
Saying shit. If he's so much of a bum, you fight him. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
But people don't like to see a success or one little move of success. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. I like to see that shit for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, man, hurt people, and then at the same time, you'll never be shit in life if you ain't happy with yourself and you ain't happy for nobody else. You'll never be shit in life.
Exactly.
So that's why I'll be seeing how trolls control all day. Like, bro, how can you be content being a troll? Bro, I ain't nowhere in hell I can sit in here all day and just go to somebody's page that I don't like. I don't like them. Why am I even on their page? You got wife and kids in the other room, but you won't tell your wife and kids you on another man's page talking shit.
Man, hey man.
Your haters spend the most money for their tickets.
I've seen those things, man. I seen the nigga. Should I go there? I go there. I got one for you. Watch this, KG. I seen the nigga tell his daughter she got to get out the room because I got to use your laptop to get on the internet and play these little troll games and shit. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. You said out. Niggas is wild, man. Niggas is wild.
Yeah.
We'll get out of here on that note, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the back end tape. We're gonna get the drop for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the chat, sliding through, showing love. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the mighty LDBC. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know, man. It's the usual suspect ting. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, man. And I'll holler at y'all in a minute, man.
So.
What you know about that old car with new rims? What you know about the blues and gold grills? What you know about the road, step shows, Cadillacs with the gangsta grills? It gets no better than this. The weather's good, the women are thick. What more could you ask for? Hey, yes,
I'm from the south with my ancestors pick cotton. 400 years later and shit is still rotten. We ain't in cotton field, but niggas shoot to kill. It's drilling them killing fields and niggas is killing still. Each other, why? Over money and foolishness. Who got the flyest car or who got the flyest shit? Or other bullshit that make brothers bullshit. I don't trust the preacher man that teach from the pulpit. And it's a constant struggle trying to keep out the struggle. You try to rise to the top without them popping your bubble and make your cash on the double before you crash through the rubble. And don't step on people's toes cause you're asking for trouble.